minute, Sophia. Dorothy's been trying to get through to the box office for 20 minutes.
I can't be late. The last time I was late, Ronald gave me the broken hairdryer. I came out looking like Don King.
Oh, please. All my life I've wanted to see Frank Sinatra in concert. I'm not getting off this phone until I get tickets.
What are you talking about? I took you and Gloria to see him at the Paramount Theater. I'll never forget it. From the second he stepped out on the stage. I don't know. Something happened.
You fainted. That's what happened. I spent the rest of the evening in the ladies' room trying to revive you. It wasn't until a couple years later that I got another chance to see Sinatra. Stan bought tickets for my birthday, but 2 weeks before the concert, he asked me for a divorce. I got the house and the kids. He got the tickets. Don't think I didn't put up a fight.
Oh, girls, I have terrible news. I failed my psychology exam. I'm just beside myself.
Oh, Blanche, look on the bright side. It's just one test.
But this is my midterm. I could fail the whole course. And if I fail this course, I won't get my degree. And if I don't get my degree, the museum won't even consider me for that promotion.
Oh, I guess there's no bright side.
Honey, calm down. You're going to pass the course. It simply means that you're going to have to buckle down and study a little harder.
At least you're doing well on your other 2 courses.
But those are art courses. They come easier to me. I've always had a great appreciation for the arts and artists. And carpenters and mechanics and...
Yes, I'm still here. Yeah, I'm calling about the Sinatra concert. It's what? But you've kept me on hold all this time to tell me that it is sold out? No, I will not have a nice day.
Oh, darn, I was really counting on that concert. Now what do we do?
Don't worry. I'll make some calls. I got connections.
Ma, I'll handle it. I'm going to call a couple of ticket brokers.
Fine, Big Shot. Handle it. See how far you get.
I just remembered I know somebody in show business who can help us. My best friend in St. Olaf has a nephew who's a page at NBC in Hollywood. I'll write to her and ask her to write to him.
Honey, won't that take an awful long time?
Oh, I don't mind. I'm a very patient person. I once waited 2 whole weeks for a sty to go away. Every night I'd close my eyes and I'd picture it getting smaller and smaller. And one morning I woke up and it was gone.
Ma, are you okay?
Fine, I'm just trying to make Rose go away.
Whose theory states a young man becomes intimate with his mother to get revenge on his father?
Well, I don't know who said it, but my second cousin Arlen did it.
I think we better try another question.
I am exhausted. I went to at least a dozen ticket brokers today. They all tell me the only way I'm going to get tickets is to go to a scalper.
Oh, you can't buy from a scalper. That's a crime.
Well, so is eating grapes at the supermarket, but you do that all the time.
I have to test them.
Rose, 1 is testing, 14 is brunch.
Good Lord, I'm a criminal.
Fine, as long as you already have a record, I can count you in. Tomorrow, I am going to a scalper, and I'm going to buy 4 tickets.
You better make that 3. My final exam is that night.
Oh, honey, it's too bad.
Oh, well, what difference does it make? My social life's gone down the drain anyway. All I ever do is study. You know, it cannot be good for you. It's unnatural. It's unhealthy. It's unlike me. No wonder I can't concentrate. I need a break. I need a change of scenery. I need to hit Wally's bar for ladies' night. I'll see y'all later. Don't you girls wait up.
Hold it, Blanche. I don't think you should go anywhere till you finish your homework.
Oh, I'll just be gone a few hours.
You get right back here and hit those books.
If you want a diploma, you have to apply yourself. Do you think Bob Hope got all those degrees without studying?
Rose, let me handle this. Listen, Blanche, nobody said that going back to school would be easy.
Easy? It's impossible. I cannot pass that course. I just can't do it.
Listen, honey, if you're having such a problem, maybe you should talk to your teacher.
Oh, I can't do that. I'd be too embarrassed.
But that's what teachers are there for.
I know exactly how she feels. I used to be scared of my teachers, too.
Get out of here.
No, it's true, it's true. Elementary school was a nightmare. I was afraid to talk in class.
Why?
Well, I had a slight speech impediment. I mean, it's different for kids these days. You know, they have Barbara Walters to look up to. Yeah, but in those days, it really stood out, you know. Oh, I don't know. It must have taken 3 months before I could muster up the courage, to talk to Mrs. Lenoff. And it turned out to be the smartest thing I could have done. Because not only did she help me, with the speech problem, she was the one who inspired me to go into the teaching profession.
You know what? I think tomorrow after class I will talk to Professor Cooper.
Good girl.
Whatever happened to your teacher, Mrs. Lenoff?
Oh, gosh. Last I heard, she retired from teaching, opened a bed and breakfast someplace in Rhode Island. Rhode Island.
Professor Cooper.
Yes, what can I do for you?
Well, if I might have a minute of your time. Of course, if now's not convenient,
No, please, sit. I'm all ears.
Don't sell yourself short. I don't believe we've been formally introduced. I'm Blanche Devereaux.
Yes, I know.
You did?
Of course.
Oh, I'm flattered.
You're the only student who failed my midterm exam. What was it you wanted to see me about?
Well, Professor Cooper, I suppose you are aware that I'm having the teensiest bit of trouble in your course, and to be frank, passing this course is very important to me, so I was wondering if maybe you could give me a little help.
I see. Well, Blanche, considering that you flunked the midterm, you'll need an A on the final exam to even pass my class, and the odds on that seem pretty slim.
But you see, I have to have these credits to get my degree.
Well, it's going to take a lot of hard work on your part.
You mean like extra credit?
Well, you could say that.
Oh, well, that's fine. I'm ready, willing, and able. I'll do whatever I have to.
I like your attitude, Blanche. This is my home phone number. If you really want that degree, you'll use it. You catch my drift?
Oh. Oh.
After dinner treat, a nice dish of Jell-O. I hate Jell-O. If God wanted peaches suspended in midair, he would have filled them with helium. What? Beat it, Rose. I'm busy. What are you doing? It's Tuesday night. I'm cleaning out my purse. Did all that stuff come out of your purse? No, I was also cleaning out my ears. That's where the phenomenon in the rain bonnet came from. Sophia, why are you in such a bad mood? Forgive me, Rose, but I haven't had sex in 15 years and it's starting to get on my nerves. So, Big Shot, did you get the tickets?
Can't you say hello first?
Hello, Big Shot, did you get the tickets?
Look, Ma, don't start with me. I've had a very rough day. The only scalper I could find had funny things moving in his hair. And he wanted to bargain in a dark alley.
So what seats did you get?
I didn't get any tickets. I didn't think it was exactly safe.
I can't believe he was such a baby. In Sicily, we did all our bargaining in dark alleys. How do you think I ended up with your father? Look, if the tickets are that hard to get, maybe we just weren't meant to go.
Maybe you weren't, Rose. But 2 weeks from now, I intend to be sitting in front of old Blue Eyes himself. Live, in person, middle-aged spread and all.
You could take off a few pounds by then if you put your mind to it. Oh, girls, I'm devastated. Just devastated.
Honey, what happened?
I asked my teacher for help like you all told me to. He said the only way I would get an A on his final is if I sleep with him. No. Oh, yes. I just don't know what to do.
Get it in writing.
Blanche, that is terrible. I hope you told him off.
Well, first I was so stunned I didn't know what to say. And then I marched back up to his desk and I looked him straight in the eye and I said, I'll think it over.
Blanche, there is nothing to think over. What he did is sexual harassment. He cannot get away with that.
But I don't know if I can pass this course on my own.
Oh, Blanche, believe me, in the long run, you'll be so much happier if you use your brains instead of your body.
I don't know if I can. When I was little, I was always overshadowed by my sisters. They were all smarter and more talented than I was. And then when I was 16, I discovered I had a talent too. The talent to drive men crazy with a body that many said should have come with a warning label.
Blanche, please.
After a while, I learned that I could use my looks to my advantage, so I did. Regularly. I've done it for so long now, I don't know if I can get by without it.
Well, maybe this is a good time to start.
Rose is right. Listen, you're going to get an A in that class. We're going to help you do it. And as far as that professor is concerned, you should report him immediately.
You think I should?
Absolutely. You know, when I first started teaching, the school principal pulled exactly the same thing on me.
What did you
I
do?
reported him to the Board of Education. They investigated and he was forced to resign. Of course, much later I found out that I was not the only person he had harassed. I was, however, the only person he harassed while he was wearing a corset and high heels. Well, at any rate, I spoke out. And because I did, a lot of other women didn't have to go through the same thing.
You know, Dorothy, you're right. I have made up my mind I'm going to see the dean about Professor Cooper.
Very wise decision.
Nils Vielander attempted to harass me repeatedly.
What do you mean he attempted to?
He worked at Lars Ericsson's drugstore and tackle shop. He was a soda jerk. Now that I think about it, he was the town jerk. Every Saturday afternoon, I'd go in and have a sundae. Well, Nils would arrange the ice cream scoops in an obscene way. I could never prove it because by the time I would take it home to show my father, the evidence had melted. To this day, every time I pass an ice cream parlor or a tackle shop, I blush.
Look, Coach, I want Leon off the team. Now, I don't care if he is 6'11" and weighs 300 pounds. The boy can't spell his own name unless he copies it off his jersey. Well, no, I'm not going to tell him. You tell him. You're the coach.
Dean Tucker?
Come in. Look, we'll talk about it later. Oh, boy, problems. My mother wanted me to be a priest, but no, I had to pursue the flashy world of academics. Oh, I'm done. Sit down.
Thank you. Dean Tucker, my name is Blanche Devereaux, and I have something extremely important to discuss with you.
Could this wait till next week? I've only been dean here for a couple of days. I haven't got a secretary. I can't get my parking validated. I don't even know where the restroom is.
I was sexually harassed by Professor Cooper.
Oh, don't do this to me. Please, I beg you. Look, we'll look into this first thing Monday morning.
He can't wait.
You're right. We'll do something immediately. We'll fill out a form. Must be one in here somewhere. It's okay. Sexual discrimination, sexual education, sexual harassment. Okay, I'm going to have to ask you a few questions. Well, Lord, I can't ask you this. I can't even ask my own wife this. I'd like to.
Dean Tucker, what happened to me was really quite simple. I'm not doing very well in Professor Cooper's class, so he offered to give me an A if I would...
Do number 5?
Actually, number 5, 6, and 7B.
Well, That's terrible. What, were there any witnesses?
No.
Oh, well, that complicates things.
Why? Don't you believe me?
It's not a question of whether or not I believe you. It's just that without substantial evidence, it's just your word against his. A man's career is at stake.
Well, so is mine, not to mention my dignity.
I'm sorry. Look, I really am. I'd like to help you. Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do.
That's not fair.
Miss Devereaux, life is not fair. I should know. I'm 43 years old, and until today, I never even heard of 7B.
Well, I've known about it for some time. And as far as I'm concerned, you can go do it to yourself. Oh, hello, Rose.
Blanche, you won't believe what happened to me today. It was so exciting. I've been waiting for somebody to come home so long, I thought I was going to burst.
Well, you won't believe what happened to me today in the dean's office.
I was driving down Biscayne Boulevard listening to WREQ, the big band station. I usually listen to WXDC, all talk radio, but this morning a little voice told me to turn the dial, so I did, and I tuned in right in the middle of this contest. They were looking for the 12th caller. Well, 12 has always been my lucky number, so I pulled over and I got my change ready. I always keep 2 dimes in the crook of the door handle for emergencies, and by the time I got through, I was the 12th caller. I won 4 tickets to the Frank Sinatra concert.
You get your bohunkus back in here and listen to what I have to say.
Oh, Blanche, I'm sorry. What were you trying to tell me?
Well, Rose, I just don't know what I'm going to do.
3 tickets to Old Blue Eyes. It's finally going to happen.
Dorothy!
Rose, please. I went down to the auditorium today, and out front I saw a kid scalping tickets to this woman. So I figured this is my last chance. I raced over, took her aside, explained to her how much I'd always wanted to see Sinatra, and guess what? She let me buy the tickets!
It was that easy just because you said how much you wanted to see Frank Sinatra?
Yeah, that, and that I only had 3 weeks to live.
Dorothy!
These are desperate times, Rose.
Oh, I'll say, today when I went to the dean's
I got
office...
tickets too. This is such a coincidence. I was driving down Biscayne Boulevard.
No, please, I cannot bear that again. She was listening to her car radio. Big band, not all talk. There was a contest. Something about a little voice, a lucky number, and a dime in the door handle. Then bim bam boom, she won the tickets.
Take a lesson, Rose. That's how you tell a story.
Blanche, here we've been running on about the concert, and you haven't even had a chance to tell your story. Go ahead.
Never mind, I don't feel like it anymore.
Honey, come on. We're sorry. We're listening now. You have our complete attention.
All right. I went to see Dean Tucker today.
No big talker. Did you get your mitts on any tickets yet?
As a matter of fact, I did. 3 tickets, rear orchestra.
3 tickets, 3rd row center.
Mom, how in the world did you get these?
Easy. I called Frank. I told you I had connections.
You know Frank Sinatra?
No, Frank Aravici. From the fish market. He's always been good to me. Never a bad piece of cotton. He knows Frank.
Sinatra?
No, Frank Tortoni. The dry cleaner. Tina's 3rd cousin once removed.
Tina Tortoni.
Tina Sinatra!
10 tickets? What are we going to do with 10 whole tickets?
I got it. We'll go and scalp them in front of the theater. Oh, come on, Rose. After what we went through to get them, the least we can do is break even. And believe me, whoever gets these tickets is going to be very grateful. Now, what do you say?
Oh, who cares what she has to say? I have been trying for 5 minutes to tell you about my meeting with Dean Tucker, and all you two can do is go on about your silly concert.
Blanche, I'm sorry. What can we do for you?
Nothing. I decided I have to do it myself. Since the dean was no help whatever, I've decided the only one who can help me is me. Oh, I'm going to show that Professor Cooper something. Now, if you will excuse me, ladies, I have some tall studying to do. Only first, I think, as a reward for working so hard, I'll make myself an ice cream sundae. Rose, I suggest you leave the room. I may get a little crazy with the chopped nuts.
looks like we're finally at the crossroads.
Whatever do you mean?
I mean, I know you've been having trouble with this course, and I'd hate to see you have to repeat it.
You know, Professor Cooper, I've been thinking about what you said, and I have no intention of repeating this course.
Good. I'm glad you decided to take me up on my offer.
I'm declining your offer, but I do want to thank you.
For what?
Well, thanks to you, I studied all day and all night. And whenever I felt like giving up, I would just think about what kind of man you really are, and I'd study even harder. In fact, you made me so mad, I decided to get an A on this test come hell or high water. And I think I did. I, sir, am a lady. Maybe not the smartest lady in the world, but I do know that my self-respect is more important than passing your damn course. So you, sir, can kiss my A. Goodness, I have been worried sick to your lights. It's almost 2 in the morning. I was about to call the police.
You should have. That's who we were with.
What? What happened?
Look, I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, well, all right, but somebody tell me before I die in suspense. My brilliant daughter scalped the tickets to an undercover policeman.
Now, get off my back.
You're lucky I was with you. You'd still be in the slammer if I hadn't faked that heart attack.
My life will be ruined if this ever gets home to St. Olaf. What'll they do, Rose? Revoke your ice fishing license? Take back your helmet with the horns? I mean, I'm the injured party. Obviously, I'm destined to never see Frank Sinatra face to face. They're called Longenherd. What is called Longenherd? The helmet with the horns. Why, for 2 seconds?
Girls, not one soul has asked me about my test.
Oh, Blanche, we forgot. How did it go?
Well, I think I passed with flying colors, but best of all, I told off that nasty old professor.
Honey, congratulations. You're going to be a college graduate.
We're so proud of you.
Well, thank you, but I couldn't have done it without you girls.
Oh, now you can get that promotion at the museum.
Oh, no, didn't I tell you that position was filled?
Oh, you're kidding.
No, the museum director gave it to Sally Fulgerson. The money I spent on tuition, she spent on a tummy tuck and a butt lift.
Blanche, I hope you're not discouraged.
Oh, not one bit. My time will come. One day her butt will turn to mush, but I'll always have my degree.
Straight.
No, you're not. You're slouching. You're trying to pretend you're not tall. You do it all the time.
I do not.
Yes, you do. Ever since you changed schools in the 4th grade, the kids thought you were the substitute teacher. Well, girls, I did it. I finally broke down and bought that dress I've been eyeing for a month.
Oh, well, I thought you were going to wear the same silk one you wore to last year's banquet.
Oh, no, I changed my mind. I decided too many people would recognize it. It is such a stunning shade of green.
The only thing they'll remember is the way you fall out of it.
Oh, Sophia.
If you ask people the color, half of them would say flesh tones.
Blanche, forgive her. Ma's a little irritable today. She doesn't have a date for the banquet.
I'm just being picky. The banquet dinner's a big deal. I don't want to go with just anyone.
Well, you know, I don't have a date yet either.
Blanche Devereaux can't find a date?
Oh, don't be ridiculous. My only problem is trying to decide which of my many suitors to flatter with an invitation. After all, it's a social event of the season.
I guess you'll just have to break a few hundred hearts, Blanche.
I know. I haven't had to disappoint so many men since Daddy tore down the treehouse.
Does anyone know where the aspirin is?
Buffered, time release, or synthetic?
Time release, I guess.
Capsule, tablet, or liquid?
Gee, I don't know. Don't take the one with the childproof cap. You could die before you get the bottle open.
What's the matter, honey? Aren't you feeling well?
Oh, just a little achy, that's all.
Achy? What kind of achy? Head achy, stomach achy, back achy, what achy?
Darby, relax. It's probably just a little cold. She'll be all right.
Yes, but I won't. I hear a story about somebody catching a cold and I get one. I am very susceptible. I have low resistance. I have a tendency to be anemic, right, Ma?
You're a hypochondriac.
That too.
Don't be so tired.
Stay away from me, Rose.
When you hold still, if you don't let me finish, I'll never get this dress ready by Saturday.
If I get near her, I won't need it on Saturday. I'll be home in bed.
Dorothy. Don't worry, we'll all be at that charity dinner. This is just an allergy. Believe me, if I were coming down with something, I'd know it, and I wouldn't risk getting the rest of you sick.
Oh, you don't have to worry about me, honey. I never get sick. I take very good care of myself. I treat my body like a temple.
Yeah, open to everyone, day or night.
I feel cold.
I feel guilty. This is all my fault.
Oh, no, Rose. It's all my fault. The minute I found out you were contagious, I should have thrown you out on the street.
I said I was sorry.
Oh, I feel just terrible. My eyes are all puffy, my nose is red, my glands are swollen. Isn't it amazing how I can feel so bad and still look so good?
I can't believe it. Vinny Battaglia, the biggest jerk I know, just turned down my invitation to the charity banquet.
Ma, if he's such a big jerk, why'd you ask him in the first place?
Because he's the only guy my age who doesn't wear his pants up to his chin. I hate that. Personally, that never bothers me. He just looks so painful.
You mind answering that?
Why not? Maybe I'll get lucky. What am I talking about? If I was lucky, I'd be shacking up with Cary Grant.
Hello, I'm Dr. Richmond. I'm looking for a Dorothy Zbornak.
Dr. Richmond, it's a pleasure to meet you, but we were expecting Dr. Harris.
Well, I'm afraid Dr. Harris couldn't make it. His wife's having a baby.
Well, normally I'd be happy for her, but right now I couldn't care less. What are you going to do for us?
Why don't you tell me the kind of symptoms you've been having?
Well, I have a fever, and my throat is sore, and my stomach is upset, and I keep having this recurring dream where I'm being chased by a giant Listerine bottle. And when I open my mouth to scream, all I can do is gargle.
Are you experiencing the same symptoms?
Yes, except in my dream, I'm chased by a bottle of Scope.
Let's have a look at you. No, this is the first time a female doctor's ever examined me. Feels kind of strange.
I hear that a lot. You know, the truth is, despite the progress that women have made, medicine is still a man's world. So, if it'll make you feel any better, I used to be a man. What? Just a little female doctor humor.
verdict.
Well, ladies, the flu is going around, and I'm afraid you've all got it.
I told them that 2 days ago. Tell them something new for $50.
How long is it going to last? Or 24 hours, 48?
We're talking at least a week.
Oh, we have to go to a banquet Saturday night. Can't you give us a pill or something?
Sorry, ladies, you're just gonna have to wait this one out. Now, drink plenty of liquids, get lots of rest, and if you're not better by Monday, give me a call.
I can't believe it. If modern science can come up with cinnamon dental floss, why can't they cure the flu?
Modern science is overrated. Sometimes home remedies can work a lot better. You know, Sophia, you're absolutely right. When I was a little girl, Mama used to rub eucalyptus oil on our necks and then tie a sock around to keep it warm. Why, cleared your sinuses up just like that.
My mother always used to sing to us and make us gingerbread men.
Really, Rose? I think Michael DeBakey does that before surgery.
In Sicily, we never went to the doctor. We went to the widow Caravelli. Whatever you had, she had a cure. She was best known for this green salve she used to make to treat ear infections. One day she gave a batch to Salvador, the village idiot. He misunderstood the directions and put it on his linguini instead of in his ear.
I guess if you're an idiot with a hearing problem, you do things like that.
As it turns out, it wasn't such a bad thing to do. The stuff tasted great, and Salvador decided to market it. At first, it didn't move so well. Linguini with ear salve on a menu doesn't look too appetizing. But once he changed the name to pesto sauce, it moved like hotcakes.
Ma, you're making this up.
So what? I'm old. I'm supposed to be colorful. Where's my heating pad?
How should I know?
If this isn't it, I'd like to know what other electrical appliance you're using under that blanket.
But you can't have it. I need it. My chest is congested.
But what about my chest? It needs heat, too.
I don't care about your chest. I just care about my chest.
Well, you're the only one who does. Okay, Dorothy, slip this on.
Oh, forget it, Ma. I don't have the strength to stand up.
If you don't try it on now, I can't finish it by Saturday.
Oh, who am I kidding? I'm not going to be able to go to that banquet. None of us is. We won't be better by then.
Fine, can I have your date?
Of course, Ma. You can have my date, my dress, and dessert at the dinner. Just leave me alone with my thermometer and the one nostril I can breathe out of.
Great news, girls. I found my folk medicine book. It has a cure for everything.
I hope it has a cure for cranky. There's a lot of that going around.
Cranky? Cranky. Would it be under anything else?
Dry
Flash.
Oh, come on, girl. Now let's put on a happy face. We'll get better much faster. My cousin Dennis was a perfect example of that. When he was 16 years old, he caught his sideburns in the hay baler. And then... Well, excuse me. I didn't realize it was Gag Up on Rose Day.
I have been cooped up listening to your stupid stories for 3 days now. You're just lucky it isn't string rose up from a tree day.
Well, I'm not going to let you two gloomy gusses rain on my parade. I'm just going to keep on smiling.
Rose, you're sick as a dog. How could you be so disgustingly cheerful?
It's my folk medicine book. It has the most wonderful hot toddy recipe. Here, taste.
Rose, this stuff should have an octane rating.
I know.
Must you do that?
She can't help it, Blanche. She has to blow her nose. Or is that a banana?
You miserable.
Oh, would you two knock it off? It's time for another world.
You can't watch Another World.
And why not?
Because you watched it yesterday.
That's exactly why I have to watch it today, Dorothy, to find out what happens. That's why they always say stay tuned for the continuing story of another world.
Too bad, Blanche. Today it's my turn to choose, and we are not watching Another World.
You are undoubtedly the meanest sick person I've ever met. Not to mention the most unattractive.
Girls, why do we have to watch TV anyway? There are plenty of other fun things we can do. We can play cards, listen to records, bake cookies. Now, we can't let this nasty flu get us down.
It's bad enough we have to miss the banquet. Must we also participate in a Girl Scout jamboree?
I was just trying to be kind. Courteous, helpful.
Well, knock it off. I've had it up to here with your cheerful disposition.
Oh, yeah, do you think it's easy to be cheerful around you two? You know how many of these stinking hot toddies I have to drink to keep on a happy face? Well, I'm not going to do it anymore. I'm not speaking to either of you.
And I'm not speaking to you either.
Me neither, to either of you.
Fine.
Great news. I got a date.
Well, excuse me for trying to have a life.
Do we have any orange juice left?
No, we're all out.
All right, I want an answer, and I want it now. Which one of you has been dipping into my fixed vapor rub?
I took it, and my chest was already completely coated. I did it out of spite because you lost the pre-measured cup of my NyQuil.
Rose, I took your stupid cup. And you know why? Because I feel lousy. And being mean to you makes me feel better.
Dorothy Spordak, you can go straight to HE double hockey sticks.
Double hockey sticks.
Oh, what language! My ears are burning. Rose Nyland, you know what you are. You're an A1 first-class all-around nerd. Oh, honey, I didn't mean that. I'm sorry. Oh, it's just this flu is making me crazy.
Oh, it's gotten to all of us. Do you know that we have been at each other's throats for 2 days? I've been the worst. I hope you two can forgive me.
Oh, girls, let's make a pact. Let's promise we're going to help each other get through this mess.
Would I be too big a nerd if I asked for a group hug?
Oh, honey. Of course not.
What are you doing? We're having a group hug.
Well, knock it off. The neighbors will get the wrong idea.
By the way, I just called Harriet McConnell to cancel your reservations to the banquet.
Oh, thanks, Bob.
She was very disappointed you all aren't coming, and I think it's because one of you won the big award.
You mean the Best Friend of Friends of Good Health Award?
Yeah,
Why? What'd she say?
it wasn't what she said, it was what she didn't say.
What didn't she say?
How the hell do I know? She didn't say it. I read between the lines.
Rose, I wouldn't be one bit surprised if you won that award.
You know, I think you're right,
Why,
Blanche.
sure, well, you took part in the walkathon and the bikeathon and the telethon.
At the marathon.
But who keeps track?
Oh, Blanche, I think you have a better chance of winning that award than I have.
You know, I think you have a point there, Rose.
Well, sure, you work for the senior citizens, you put in time at the daycare center, and you were the volunteer dummy for the fireman CPR class.
And don't forget that program was my idea, too. Well, maybe you're right. I might have a small chance. After all, besides you, who else is there?
Dorothy, please, why don't you use your handkerchief?
Doesn't anybody remember all the good work that I have done?
Not really.
I was co-chairman of the committee to raise funds for the new blood reveal. I sold 49 cases of peanut brittle.
You really think selling candy's gonna qualify you for that prestigious award?
Oh, excuse me. I didn't realize that slipping my tongue to half the firemen in the county was the more lofty social.
Well, I guess that settles it. I guess I won the award. I ought to go to that banquet, and I'm going to call my date.
Honey, if you can get a date the way you look, you deserve that award.
Well, why don't you call your date, too? I would just love to have you there so you can eat your heart out when I accept the award.
Oh, don't worry, I'm going to be there, because I'll be the one accepting the award.
Well, if you're both going, I'm going too. I have just as much chance of winning as you do.
You have done some good work, Dorothy. But not enough people like you. Sorry.
Bob, what do you think? Do I have a chance of winning?
Absolutely. As long as I don't add a swimsuit competition.
Doesn't she have the most adorable little sneeze?
It's okay, I didn't want my salad anyway.
Secret?
Oh, don't thank you. I'm still sucking on a Smith Brothers.
Well, good evening, everybody. Ladies, you're certainly looking... Never mind.
Where is your date, Blanche?
Oh, he'll be along, never fear. In plenty of time to see me win the Best Friend of the Friends of Good Health Award.
Blanche, you must still be running a fever. You're hallucinating. I am going to win that award.
I'm sorry we're late, but we couldn't find the table. But then I recognized Dorothy's hacking. Everybody, this is Raoul.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Well, looks like we're all here.
Oh, there's my date now. Why, he must be lost. I'll just go get him and bring him over.
Tell me, where are you from, Raoul?
It's a pleasure to be here.
Raoul doesn't speak much English.
Ma, where did you meet him?
He owns a flower shop next to the dog track. I won big yesterday, so I figured I'd treat myself and rent him a tuxedo. Yeah, having fun, Raoul?
It's a pleasure to be here.
He kills me.
Everybody, I want you to meet my friend Tommy Cochran. Sit down, Tommy. Tommy's a writer. According to the New York Times, he is the most exciting new novelist to come along since Mr. Norman Mailer. We met in the park last week. I was sitting there reading Tommy's latest book, and he came over and offered to autograph it for me. We've just been inseparable ever since.
Hey, Cochran, what are you sitting with the guest for? It's time to serve the main course.
You want me to come back after dessert?
No.
Do I have to give back the $25?
Yes.
I don't think that's fair.
Then give me 10 and get out of here. What are y'all looking at? All right, maybe I don't have a date. Maybe my date took one look at me and said he'd rather die than be caught in public with me. And maybe he's right. Maybe I do look awful. But think about this. I still look better than either one of you.
And so, after I threw up, I pass out in this tattoo parlor, right? When I come to the next morning, just stinking the high heaven, I look down and I've got this scorpion tattooed on my belly. But it's nice work. You want to see it?
No! Where did you find him? He's disgusting.
Well, at least I have a man.
Have one. Sounds like you swallowed one.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? It's time to present the Friends of Good Health's Best Friend of the Year Award. But before we go any further, I have an announcement to make. Don Johnson, star of Miami Vice, who was originally scheduled to be here, will be unable to attend. However, the producers of the show were kind enough to send over the clothes that he was planning to wear here tonight.
Before she announces the winner, I just want to wish you both the best of luck. What harm can it do? Because I'm going to win the award.
Why don't you just shut up?
Why don't you just shut up?
Why don't you both just shut up?
And now, for the moment that you have all been waiting for. The winner of the Best Friend of the Year award is Miss Sophia Petrillo.
To win this award. Who would have guessed an old lady with a tin can could raise so much dough? I would like to thank you all for choosing me to be the best friend of the year. I'm a very lucky woman. Not only do I have a lot of friends in this community, but I have a lot of good friends at home. Friends who care about me and care about each other. I count my blessings every day because I have the kind of friends who stand by you through the bad and the good. When you're lucky enough to find that kind of friendship, I guess you just want to pass it on. May I say a few words just to my friends 75 and over? I'd like you to take a good look at your dates for this evening. Now take a look at mine. Stand up, Raoul. The man is half my age. Isn't he gorgeous? Let's give us both a big hand.
Girls, I am so sorry.
Oh, so am I.
Let's make a toast to friendship.
Oh, to friendship.
favorite thing for me now. It is spending time with you. I want to stay with you forever so that I can see you, love you, and care for you. I feel magical when you are around me. I feel that there is a connection of the can say proudly that I love you and your love is great. You are such an amazing man. I have seen love before, but I never felt that great before. I can say proudly that I love you and your love is great. You are such an amazing man. You have awakened a part of me. You have created something I've never knew. You not only care about me, but you always respect me as I am. You have accepted a part of me, and that makes all the difference to me. You are such an amazing man. I have seen love before, but I never felt that great before. I can say proudly that I love you and your love is great. You are such an amazing man. I have seen love before, but I never felt that great before. I can say proudly that I love you and your love is great. You are such an amazing man. You have awakened a part of me. You have created something I've never knew. You not only care about me, but you always respect me as I am. You have accepted a part of me, and that makes all the difference to me. You are such an amazing man. You have awakened a part of me. You have created something I've never knew. You not only care about me, but you always respect me as I am. You have accepted a part of me, and that makes all the difference to me. You are such an amazing man.